Is Arabic just one language? People have often debated whether Arabic should be regarded as just one language or many languages. Here's why. Let's take the example of the language of French. French is a language that's spoken in Africa, spoken in Canada, and of course it's spoken in Europe as well. One of those countries, of course, being France. And the thing about French is that it's mutually intelligible across all of these different countries. That means that if I get a person who speaks in an African dialect of French, or a Canadian dialect of French, or a person living in France who speaks French, and I get them to communicate with each other, they'll all understand each other because they're speaking the same thing, the same language. This hugely contrasts with a language like Arabic, a language that has over 25 different dialects. And on top of that, these dialects aren't even mutually intelligible, like French. For example, if I got a person who's Moroccan, who only speaks in the Moroccan dialect of Arabic, and he tries to speak in that dialect to a person living in Egypt who only knows his Egyptian dialect, they're not going to be able to understand each other. The reason why is because these dialects are just so different. For example, they use different vocabularies, they use different grammatical rules, and they also have different pronunciations of the same letters. For example, in the Egyptian dialect, the letter Jim, which makes the J sound, that becomes a G in the Egyptian dialect. The example of the word Jamal, which means camel in Arabic. An Egyptian would pronounce that word as Gamal, whereas a Moroccan would pronounce the word as Jamal.